Tonight, the Springfield Utility Board says it has a lot to learn from its response to the ice storm as it prepares for future weather events. They held a listening session last night, and KEZI 9 News reporter Joey Vaca begins our team coverage tonight with more on what board members learned from customers.
When the ice storm first hit, conditions were so dangerous that the Springfield Utility Board could not fully assess the scope of the damage to their system.
In real time, so from the Saturday of the event through, say, Wednesday, that was an active period where it was a hazardous set of circumstances. And so it was only after that that we could start through the assessment process in a safe way.
They've since heard about how everything was handled from their customers at a listening session Tuesday night. But they also were able to take away things from the storm.
And so we were finding that we need to do adjustments in how we communicate to our customers in explaining what our process is and explaining what they can expect, even in a situation where there's a lot of unexpected answers.
Sub has learned a lot from the storm itself and conversations with customers after the fact. But one of the biggest takeaways is the concern around tree maintenance.
That issue around trees and management of trees and a responsible stewardship of trees going forward. I think the community values trees, we value trees, but we just need to have maybe a clearer understanding and communication about who's responsible for what.
Nelson says Sub is responsible for clearing trees around power lines, but not communication lines, and it's not their job to remove trees on city or private property. Coming up on KEZI 9 News at 6, you'll hear what Sub's plans are moving forward in the aftermath of this storm. Reporting in Springfield, Joey Vaca, KEZI 9 News.
Now, Sub still expects to hear from a lot of customers, and we continue our team coverage tonight with Jennifer Singh, who talked to customers who say they still have a lot of questions.
As the Springfield Utility Board continues to reflect on the storm, so are their customers. During the ice storm, more than 80 utility poles were destroyed. Downed trees created widespread damage throughout the city, and thousands of people across Springfield were without power, heat, and even drinking water for days at a time. Many people are looking to Sub, asking how and why the devastation got so bad.
I felt like at the beginning, particularly, there was no communication with customers. There were a lot of people that were trying to get information out, and there just wasn't any kind of a public outreach. Kind of, this is what we're doing, this is what, what our plan is.
One of the biggest questions Sub customers are asking is why weren't they more prepared?
I do believe there could have been more proactive steps taken in the summertime to trim trees. There could have been a better crisis management plan, and there could have been much better communication about, for instance, when the water was not potable, those kinds of things.
Sub says the bottom line is they understand the outages were frustrating. They say they've done after-action reports on all storms prior to better prepare for the next one. But the size and the scale of the storm and the damages were far beyond their expectations. Again, they say they are learning from the experience, and that's why they want to hear from their customers, stating, quote, "We can always do better." In Springfield, Jennifer Singh, KEZI 9 News.